Hello, all you MartiManiacs. This is MartiMania. I know, once again, it's been a while. Time is just a beast on me this summer. Anyway, so, lots to talk about, right? First of all, let me say, merch spot. Merch. Okay, here's the merch for this week. Finally, I talked about it since April, right? This is my WrestleMania 30 merchandise, finally. It's super lightweight jacket. Has WrestleMania New Orleans, which is the reason I really wanted it, because WrestleMania New Orleans was such a big deal to me. It has WrestleMania on the sleeve. Check that out. Nice, right? I know. And the liner of the hood is this pretty stripe pattern. So, I'm dying over this jacket. I've been dying for it since I saw it at WrestleMania 30 in the shop room. I wanted it so bad, but it was like 60 bucks. And, yeah, and they only had extra small. I'm not a big girl, but extra small is really tiny. Like, I think Rey Mysterio is like the only one who got one in extra small. Maybe, well, she's not there anymore, but Maria could have worn extra small. All those bones. Anyway, so, lots to talk about today. I gotta take this hot-ass jacket off. It's like 1,000 degrees here. So, first off, let me talk about a pay-per-view that I totally forgot even existed. Battleground happened. I missed like literally the first half of the show because I forgot that it was coming on. That should tell you, WWE, y'all are making way too many damn pay-per-views right now. So, nothing changed. There was no real big title changes, I don't think. Unless I'm wrong, The Miz won the Intercontinental Championship, which is good. I mean, it happened, whatever. I mean, but all of it, of course, was in preparation for SummerSlam coming up, which is the biggest party of the summer. It returns to Los Angeles again, back to the movie-making capital of the world, which means The Rock might show up. He won't. It would be nice, but he won't. But anyway, it would be nice, but it's not going to happen. There are a few matches set. John Cena goes against Plan C, which is the worst-kept secret in the history of the WWE, Brock Lesnar, who is going to come, not win the title, and then leave again forever. But, you know, he might actually, now that I'm saying that, Brock Lesnar could very well win the title because I finally got my tickets to Lafayette's show. It's going to be Monday Night Raw, September 15th at the Cajun Dome, and Brock Lesnar is being advertised to be there. Therefore, I would assume that, you know, he might be winning or he might just be hanging around, but I don't see him winning, but he may stay around a little bit. Remember, The Rock kind of stayed around a little bit after, was it after the Royal Rumble? I can't remember when he came back, but he won the WWE. Oh, I remember. It was between, he was at Elimination Chamber. Anyway, you do the math. I don't have time to figure this out today. But, so I think Brock may stay around. Let me say again, they dropped the ball with Cesaro by making him a Paul Heyman guy. He was doing fine by himself at the Andre the Giant Memorial, and I don't see why they felt the need to, you know, mix it up with that. But anyway, so that happened. I love the SummerSlam commercial. Can we talk about the SummerSlam commercial for a second? It's billed as a blockbuster movie, and it's like this huge big thing, and they have like Paige walking in front of a car that's exploding, and they show Seth Rollins, who, of course, you know, I was dying to see Seth Rollins in that commercial. Is my love affair with Seth Rollins getting old yet? I'm sorry if it is. I'm sure I'll be on to the next thing sooner rather than later. But Seth is in the commercial, and I need to talk about Seth Rollins, by the way. Has anybody else noticed that Nikki Bella has merchandise? Brie Bella has merchandise. Dean Ambrose has merchandise. Now Roman Reigns even has merchandise. Seth Rollins, though, still is merchless. Why is Seth Rollins merchless? He's Mr. Money in the freaking Bank. He's delicious to look at. He's the person I wait to see on Monday nights. I can't speak for everybody, but I wait for Seth Rollins to show up on Monday nights. And yet, he has no merch. WWE, I'm asking you, please, take my $30. I want to buy a Seth Rollins shirt so badly to wear it to Monday Night Raw on September 15th. I want one so badly that I've been begging y'all to take my $25. I'm going to give it to you. I'll write you a check. I'll put it on a card. Whatever you want. want Seth Rollins merch. It makes no sense that he doesn't have merch. Let's talk about Monday night now that I'm done with my pleading for Seth Rollins merch. I pleaded for WrestleMania to go to New Orleans, and it happened. So, you're welcome, Seth, in advance. Anyway, this Monday night on Raw. Okay, I've missed Monday Night Raw for the last 2 weeks. I missed the biggest, bestest show ever that everyone was talking about because I had a summer job and I worked almost every Monday night. So I missed last week and the week before that. This week, though, Stephanie McMahon was talking about she went to jail because she slapped Brie Bella. I finally saw what happened. She slapped Brie Bella. Brie was in the audience cheering on her sister Nikki. Go, Nikki! Come on, Nikki! So they were so that happened, and she got arrested. Apparently, Triple H didn't go to the station with her, which I thought they were going to focus a little more on that, but they decided not to. So that happened, and this week, which they held until the last thing we saw on Raw was Brie Bella and Stephanie McMahon. I thought that was awesome. What a step for the divas that the girls were the last thing to happen. But I have to talk about Chris Jericho. Y'all know I adore Chris Jericho. Not that I want to date him or anything, but I more want to become Chris Jericho. He's amazing. When you look at what he's done in his career so far, to say that he's not that old, he might be. Is he 40? He's probably 40-something, but he's not old enough to have all these things that he's done already. So Chris comes out there and he did his little spiel with Stephanie and Triple H and whatever, blah, blah. Talked about Triple H's nose, bonus points for me because I hate Triple H and I hate his big stupid nose. And then he goes, I want to sing a song to you, Stephanie, because I feel so bad for you. And then he says, bad boys, bad boys. It was awesome. It was phenomenal. Chris Jericho just, I swear, every time he comes out, he's magic. He's past magic. I talk about a lot of people that are great on the mic. Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, all these other people. But really, I mean, Chris wrote the book on that. So anyway, the match that happened with Chris Jericho was Money in the Bank, Mr. Money in the Bank versus the creator of Money in the Bank, Chris Jericho. They mentioned that on Raw, but I tweeted it before then just for the information because I remember that night when he invented Money in the Bank. Oh, Pop's a tasty little morsel. If you know your WWE, if you know your research, you know what that's from. So, Seth and Chris fought. It was a pretty good match. There was no this is awesome chance, which I was kind of surprised about because there was a lot of pretty good matches that happened at the Toyota Center in Houston. I regret not being there now. I wanted to go. I was supposed to go, but I wound up working my summer job, blah, blah, blah. But for those who don't know, my father stays in Houston, who I went to WrestleMania with, and I've been to maybe, if not the same amount of shows, maybe more shows at the Toyota Center than I have at the Cajun Dome, because the Toyota Center was really like a second home to me as far as WWE events go. I've been to Beaumont, I've been to Dallas, I've been to San Antonio, all over the place. But the majority of the shows I've been to have taken place at the Toyota Center and the Cajun Dome. So I regretted not being there at the Toyota Center Monday night. Had I have been there, I would have started the damn This Is Awesome chant myself for that match because that was a damn good match, Toyota Center. And y'all let me down by not doing it. This is awesome. Everything else they were good at. They were a great crowd, but just I was surprised that there was no This Is Awesome chant. So let's go to the beginning of the show. John Cena was talking about fighting Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman came out. They started talking. And John was getting so passionate. I thought he was going to start freaking crying. He was like, I come here every Monday night and y'all cheer, y'all blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but shut up, John. Shut up. Just, I was just like, why are we spending this much time on this? We could get to something else. I know people are excited about seeing Brock Lesnar come back. I'm excited about counting the amount of times that his voice cracks in his promos and how many times he's going to scream and his voice is going to crack. But, so there's that match. Finally, Dean Ambrose is going to fight Seth Rollins. I don't think Dean was there this Monday night. I don't think he was there. I can't really remember that much of it because really, Raw, since it became 3 hours long, I forget a lot of stuff that happened in the first hour and a half by the time the third hour gets there. What else happened? Naomi and Cameron have broken friendship. AJ's back. She's fighting with Paige. Paige called her crazy and she was like, do not ever call me crazy. And I feel so bad for AJ because, okay, WWE fans, I need y'all to listen to me. I need y'all to listen up really good, okay? CM Punk is not coming back. I don't know how many more times he has to say this. Speaking of CM Punk, did y'all see him at that alternative award? I don't remember what it was. Some kind of alternative rock awards ceremony he went to. Here's what's funny about him. First of all, he looked great. I'm so glad that whatever he was looking for, he found it. And he seems really happy. He looks really healthy. But what I found interesting was when he cut all ties to the WWE and his contract expired and blah, blah, blah. And now there's no chance he's coming back and blah, blah, blah. And he got the freedom to look however he wanted to look. He decided to kind of look like everyone else. He was like, I'm so different. I'm not John Cena. I'm not going to wear a suit. I'm not The Rock. Chicago, best in the world. And then when he gets the freedom to be himself, he's like, I think I'm going to put on a suit. Why not? And get married. I thought it was funny that his whole shtick was about being so different, and then when he had his chance to really be himself, he was just like everybody else. But anyway, stop chanting CM Punk when AJ is in the ring. This AJ and Paige rivalry is doing really well. It's going to be a really good match at SummerSlam, I think. But y'all have to let AJ have her own shine. She can't only be known as CM Punk's wife. She's done too much in her life. She's done too much in her career so far to only be known as CM Punk's wife. Let's give her a little respect and let's chant AJ, AJ, AJ instead of overshadowing what she's done by constantly chanting CM Punk. It pisses me off a little bit, to be honest, because it's just dumb. Let's give her the respect she deserves. Let's not put her under the umbrella of CM Punk. She's done a lot by herself, so let's just do that. So her frenemy thing with Paige is going on. They're gonna have a match. I love Paige's heel turn, by the way. That was awesome. I miss the Kofi Kingston heel turn, but I'll catch it at some point in the day. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I'll be back next week with more stuff. I'm sure I forgot a lot of stuff. Oh, I need to talk about the new Nation of Domination type thing. I'm sorry, that's incredibly racist that we keep making that same comparison. But Kofi Kingston, Big E Langston, and Xavier Woods have joined forces to become the new school Nation of Domination. They're all fancy. They got their suits on. I'm glad that Kofi finally got something new to do with himself. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know how long it's going to work. But I'm glad it happened. Naomi and Cameron, super glad that Naomi is getting her shine on. I wish she'd be Divas champion, but I understand we got to make room for the Queen AJ to come back through. Cameron needs to get her ass whipped. Yes, Cameron needs to get her ass whipped. Oh, speaking of Cameron, Nikki Bella needs to get her ass whipped too because it's hanging out for the world to see any damn way. Brie Bella looks so fantastic Monday night on Raw. Her outfit was so on point. I mean, I write a fashion blog too, so I'm kind of into that. She was slaying. Go ahead, Brie Bella. You looked amazing. Did y'all hear about Daniel Bryan stopping the robber? I know I'm kind of coming at y'all pretty fast with random stuff, but I just want to get everything out that I can before I forget something else. So, Daniel Bryan stopped a robber from exiting his home. It's hilarious that he did that. Like, every second I like this dude more and more. Anyway, so I think that's it. I'll be back next week with more MartiMania. Until next week, if you have anything you want to say to me, at Marty05 for me, at MartiMania for the show. And until next time, try not to tap out.